Make sure it's working. Okay, we're good. So one of the things that I want to make sure that you all are able to do is some of the language that we talk about in math. When I'm up teaching, I want to make sure that you all have a good understanding of what those vocabulary words are that we're doing, because obviously if English isn't your first language, some of those words might be challenging from time to time, right? So it's a super quick vocabulary lesson that we're going to do first. And you are going to, I was going to do this during math, so I've made these on a piece of paper that looks like this, and we're going to glue them into your math notebook when you come back, but don't worry about it right now. All right, and then I want you to, you see where there's a line straight down this way? I want you to take your scissors, and then we'll get you a pair in just a second. I want you to take your scissors and cut that piece of paper off. So cut that off, okay, like that. And then do you see how there's a dotted line on the top? You're going to cut that dotted line off. So it should look like this when you're done, okay? So you can use those, Darian. Yours is done for you. You got lucky. Darian, can you cut that paper out? Can you cut it? Thank you. So cut, yep. There you go. Good job. And then when she's done, she'll give you the scissors, and when they're done, they'll give you the scissors. Yes, you can throw that away. Thank you. All right. And then on the dotted line, cut that, okay? All right, Jessica, will you pass your scissors to Tim, please? Thank you. Jessica, can you throw that away, please, in the trash? All right, good job. Muy bien. Can you throw that in the trash can? Oh, yours is already done. Forgot you got lucky today, Daniel. Kevin, will you throw that away? Throw it away in the trash. Thank you. Here, use those. Those get stuck sometimes. I need to just throw them away, honestly. Okay. He's almost done, so I'll let him finish.
What numbers do we multiply to find this?
You're good. Just put headphones on. Your paper looks like this right now, okay? You see it? I want you to take it, and where there's that dotted, that line down the middle, I want you to fold it. So fold that paper. Fold it where the line is down the middle so that it kind of opens up like this, like a book. I was going to let you all cut these out individually, but I think I'm just going to do it for the sake of time, especially because I didn't have you all bring your scissors to group. All right, and then, hold on, leave those right there. There we go. Don't cut. Don't cut. I'll take the scissors. Is that everybody's scissors? Okay. There are 6 definitions on this paper, and I've already cut them out for you. They're in the groups by the same answer. So there's repeated addition, take away, smaller amount, combine together, separate into groups, and larger amount. I'm going to give you all glue sticks. Your job is on the inside of the book to glue in what you think the answer is to the word on the front. So the word add, what do we think the word add means of those options? You're welcome. So add, we have take away, repeated addition, smaller amount, combine together, separate into groups, or larger amount. If we add something, what do you think we're doing? Jessica? Okay. Are we combining two or more numbers together to get a new total? Okay. So there should be in this pile right here, combine together. So everybody get one of those that says combine together. Thank you, Jessica. Is there not enough? You are going to put glue on it. And when you open your booklet, you're going to put it underneath the word add. So I'll show you an example in case you need to know. So if I open the book, yep, I'm going to put it right here at the top. Combine together. Right here. It's okay. So add, where'd you put it, Daniel? That's right. You did the right thing. So when I open the book, it's okay. You could glue that in your notebook that way. So if you want to do it that way, that works. Okay? Right there. And actually, Siri, yours might be better than mine. So I think I might, if I do this again, I might do it that way. So then when I glue it in my notebook, I would open it up like a book and it would tell me, and really what you should do, and it's okay because we don't have your notebooks because I failed, but you would have them like this, and then every time you open that flap, it would have the definition. Okay? All right, what about subtract? What do we think you do when you subtract? Okay, so in the definitions, find the one that says take away. Darian, when you subtract, you take away. So find the one that says take away. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Kevin, can you give Jessica one? Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Is there more? Okay. So Kevin, get that one. Got quick hands. So then you put it where it says subtract. Right here. Right underneath where it says combine together. Yep. So then I should have add, combine together, subtract, take away. What about the word multiply?
Repeated addition.
If we multiply something, what do you think we're doing, Tim?
Repeated addition.
Yeah. When we multiply, Darian, Kevin, we add over and over and over and over again. So we repeat the addition, okay? So go ahead and grab repeated addition. Good job, Kevin. Oh, thank you, Kevin. So when we repeat addition for multiplication, you do it as many times as it asks you to, right? So if it's 5 groups of 5, you do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. You repeat that addition, okay? So you're making that many groups of something, but we can also think of it as repeated addition. What happens when we divide something? Siri, what do you think? Okay, so you do have a smaller amount, but what are we doing when we divide? Like if I have, okay, so I was going to say we have combined together. We already used that one actually. We have separated into groups. We have a larger amount. We have a smaller amount. You're right that a division problem will give you a smaller number, but what are you doing with that number? If I have, if I had $50 and I said divide 50 by 5 people, each person would get $10. So what did I do with that $50? Yeah, I separated it into smaller groups, right? So you're right, it does equal a smaller number, but it's going to separate into different groups, smaller groups, okay? So the answer would be separate into groups. I think there should just be 2 left. Do you need one? Because when you divide something, you put it into that many smaller groups, right? So if I had $5,000 and I gave each of you all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5,000 divided by 7, y'all end up with some good money when you left me. If I had $7,000, y'all could each get $1,000 from me. Too bad I don't have that. All right, when we talk about something being greater than or less than, so when we say more or less, when something is less, is it a larger amount or a smaller amount?
Smaller amount.
Smaller amount. So glue that in. So smaller amount for less.
You can have it. Oh, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh,
Do you need one? Kevin, can you give Daniel one? Thank you. And then our last one, when you have more of something, do you have a larger amount or a smaller amount?
Larger.
Larger amount. So our last one would be larger amount. So glue that into that last box. I think I might have given him the rest of them. All right. Glue sticks. Put the lid on, and then put them in here for me. Yep. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Siri. All right. The next thing we're going to do is a jigsaw puzzle. It's not really a jigsaw puzzle, but it's kind of a puzzle. I'm going to give you all various numbers. So this is $14.61. There's $18.37. There's $8.16. Okay, I have all these numbers. There's also subtraction signs. So when we subtract, okay, Kevin, subtract. So there's subtraction symbols. There's also addition symbols.
Are we gonna have
So
to
when we
glue
add,
those?
nope, you don't have to glue them. When we add, this is an addition symbol, so there's those. There is also equal sign, so we did not put this one on there, which now that Miss Hart is talking about it, I guess I should have. We have an equal sign. What does an equal sign tell you? What does it tell you?
It's like, let's say you do like 8 plus 5, it'll tell you the answer that you got that you put it together.
Yep, so it tells you what the total is, right? So the equal sign is where your answer is going to come after. So we have to figure out which combination of numbers I would put together to equal the answer. So there are 3 addition, 3 subtraction, and then there's 6 equal signs because all of the answers, are all the problems going to have an equal sign in them? Yes, they will. Your job as a group is to determine the answers to these things. So let's get a whiteboard because you're probably going to have to do some math on here. Go ahead and grab a marker. Did I give everybody one? You all have a marker? Go ahead and grab a marker. And everybody should have an eraser. So there's an eraser. All right, I'm going to kind of move myself out of the way because I want you might need to kind of stand and look at the numbers. Now, remember when we talk about estimation sometimes? Do y'all know what it means to estimate? What do you think that means, Tim?
You take a guess.
Yeah, you take a guess without doing any math first, right? So if I see all these numbers, I might want to kind of estimate what I think they might equal. Because if I have $10.63 plus $9.26, if I don't look at the change at all, and I just look at the whole numbers, what 2 whole numbers do I have?
9 and 10.
9 and 10. So what would my estimation be?
19.
About $19, $20, right? Do I have a 20 anywhere on here?
No.
So then I know that these are not going to work. Like these 2 together are not going to work. Now, could I subtract them?
Yeah.
Okay, what would 10 minus 9 be?
1.
Okay, do I have a 1 anywhere? So do I know that these will not work together as one of the answers?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be something I would not use as an option. There are 7 of you, so you may want to break the numbers into 2 sets of groups, and then when you eliminate answers, then you give them to the other group to try to figure out, but you have to work together to be able to solve what you think the answer is. It's probably going to be pretty challenging because there's a lot of numbers here. All right, go ahead and start. You're making a puzzle, so let me show you an example, and these won't work. Like the answers aren't going to necessarily work. If I had $14.61 plus $8.16, I would have to find the number that equals those 2 numbers put together. So this isn't the right answer because I don't have a number big enough, but I would make a puzzle that way, okay?
So we choose numbers.
You choose the numbers that fit that are going to give you the answer to that problem. Okay? All right. Oh, Bonfils thinks he has one. Go ahead. Tell us what you got. Tim, do you have one? Oops. Okay, so he has, so on your board.
But there's 2 sets.
Okay, so he's saying, I know that 4 plus 3 is 7, right? Is that what you did? He estimated. And he said, well, there's 2 7s here. So now we need to figure out the change. So on your board, let's line up our decimals. So 4 and $4.12. So write that on your board. $4.12. And then, what is it, $3.56?
Yeah.
Plus $3, and look at my decimals, they're lining up. Make sure your decimals line up. And 56. What's wrong with this? let's figure out what that would equal. 6 plus 2 is what?
8,
5 plus 1.
6,
What do I do with my decimal?
3,
Come straight down. My decimal just goes straight down. And then what's 4 plus 3?
7.
Okay,
$7.68.
so it would be $7.68. On fees.
This one says 6.
Is that what our answer would be, though? Okay, so then is it possible that maybe this isn't an addition problem? Maybe it's a subtraction problem? So we know that these don't work. That's not an answer. But that was a really good guess because you did an estimation and then you said, well, there's two answers that have $7 in them. So that was perfect. You did the right thing. That was exactly what I wanted you to do. So good job. All right, we're getting ready for special area. So go ahead and erase your boards. Oh, maybe I gave you did I give you a permanent marker? I hope not. No, it says dry erase, but here I was gonna say I can take a wet wipe to it. Maybe this one's just not a good. All right. All right, you all did a really good job today. In math this afternoon, I might separate these puzzles out and have us do maybe the 3 addition ones and the 3 subtraction ones and see if we can solve it. Okay? All right, thank you all for coming to my class.